Ronald Young Builders & Co is a growing business with a team of 15 full-time staff and 80 contractors. A recent finalist in the Tasmanian Business Awards, directors Paul and Lisa Burnell are passionate about their staff's health, safety and well-being. To make sure they're getting mental health right too, Beyond Blue Chief Executive Georgie Harmon dropped by to share her advice.
So tell us a little bit about Ronald Young & Co Builders.
Ronald Young & Co Builders have been operating in Tasmania now for 40 years. Lisa and I have had the business for the last 4 years, and we build approximately 50 homes a year for families in southern Tasmania.
And I understand you've won an Employer of Choice award recently.
Yes, in 2014 we were highly commended for our commitment to health and wellbeing in the workplace, and it has set us apart in the industry.
What made you think about mental health at work, and what are you doing?
We realise that we have a responsibility to our workers, our staff, our on-site workers, and it's something that we're very passionate about. We believe that if our workers are safe and if they're healthy, they're going to enjoy their work, they're going to be more productive, they're going to go home in a far better mood, and we believe everyone's a winner out of that.
Yeah.
The return on investment is huge. I think, as Paul mentioned, we do have a responsibility for the health and safety of our team, but extending into mental health awareness in the workplace is another component of our health program.
So tell me a little bit about the specific things that you've done to build a mentally healthy workplace in your company.
Part of our action plan was developing awareness around common mental health issues such as depression and anxiety, and we signed up with the Heads Up campaign.
Have you had any specific sort of tricky situations where one of your workers has come to you with a particular problem, a mental health issue, and how have you coped with that?
Yes, we had one worker in particular who word got back through our site supervisor that he wasn't well. So Lisa and I both went out to see this particular worker. We altered his duties and his hours and made things a little bit easier for him. He has now recovered. We put him in touch with the resources that are available, and he's now back to full-time duties and back to his old self and really producing good work.
Are you looking after yourselves?
Yes, I think as a business owner you definitely have stress in your life, and it's about finding things to promote work-life balance. We definitely try to promote that with our staff. We don't encourage them to work at all on the weekends, and we're very aware of flexibility in the workplace and job roles and workloads.
What are the things that you see every day in terms of the work you're doing in the mental health space?
We certainly have a workforce that has very few sick days. The productivity has increased.
So you're saying this is actually a really good investment?
This is part of our business plan now. It's just as important as any other part of it, and we recognise that now, and that we need a healthy workforce that is productive and enjoying their work, therefore producing better results.
After the break, Georgie's tips for addressing mental health at work. Now let's hear from Beyond Blue Chief Executive Georgie Harmon's advice for tackling the tricky area of mental health.
Another really tangible and practical thing that you can do as a business owner is get people out of the workplace and socialising and having some fun. And we all know that physical health is really good for your mental health as well.
We've partnered with other businesses in the Hobart area, and we go for a light run up through the bush of Hobart, halfway up Mount Wellington. It's certainly nice to get out of the office, off the chair, and get moving.
One of the things you might want to think about doing is contacting Beyond Blue and asking us to send out one of our fantastic speakers. So these are people who've gone through depression and anxiety themselves and go into workplaces and schools and other places and actually talk about their personal experience and actually show people that it's okay to talk about it, that recovery is really possible, and that that goes a great way to break down some of the stigmas. When you join Heads Up, you actually register, and there's an ongoing relationship that's then developed between Heads Up and your business. There's a section that's about looking after your own mental health in the workplace and looking out for others. Then there's a section that's about rights and responsibilities of both employers and employees. The final section is really about resources and information, all of which are free, very evidence-based. One of the things that I still find really surprising is that there's still a sense that mental illness affects other people. When we know that 1 in 5 Australian workers right now is experiencing some kind of mental health problem.
It's up to business owners to take that on board and show a leadership role, as Lisa was saying before, and become involved themselves. It's not them, it's all of us. It's a whole approach.
So you would recommend to any small business owner, whether they're a single trader, working by themselves at home in the garage, trying to manage the kids as well, or a small business owner like yourselves, to actually get on board with Heads Up, sign up, get educated, get information out there, talk about it and connect with your teams?
It's as important as visiting your accountant or your lawyer or your business coach. It's just a part of it now, and it really does benefit you in the long run.
Oh, look, you guys are doing a fantastic job. It's a real credit to you and your business, how you're approaching this stuff, and I'd just like to congratulate you doing a brilliant job.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Georgie.
Great tips there from Georgie. If you haven't addressed mental health at your business, be sure to drop by headsup.org.au for more great tips. And don't forget, you can re-watch this and other segments at kbbtv.com.au.